Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Dorgon 111, and welcome back to Puddle Knights. I took a look at this one offline, and I think I kind of know what I need to do. That was yesterday. I didn't really take notes, but I think we'll still be in good shape because I kind of know the reasoning that I used, and so I'm going to try to use the same reasoning. So, I was trying to look at the way that I need to have the blue guy set up in order to possibly get the nobleman from the middle section where his tail is over to the left section where he's standing now. And I'm pretty sure the only way the nobleman is going to get across is something like that. Although, do I need to have it that way or do I need to have it this way? Well, where is he going to get to? I guess if the point is, I have to kind of circle around here, for him to get out and then possibly to where the yellow guy is. Yeah, I think we'd want to do that. So, in order to get to there, first off, blue guy has to help the nobleman get out in the first place. So, let's get him over in that direction. We need yellow guy out of the way momentarily, so the blue guy can stand here, and the nobleman can get here, and then the yellow guy needs to give the nobleman a temporary place to stand. And so he can do that like this. Now blue guy can get out of the way. Over onto the left side? Yeah, I think we want to do this and then move the nobleman back over into this area. Now yellow guy and blue guy want to switch directions? I think so, because I think I definitely want to get the blue guy into exactly the spot where I want to get it. Ooh. No, he can do that already. So he can walk over the yellow guy's tail. That's a move that I often miss when I'm just kind of looking around, is one knight standing on the other knight's cape just for a moment. Yeah, okay, and this is now from here. Yeah, here we go. You can now walk all the way to here, and then I can escort you. I think here is where I want, because in order for blue guy to turn around, he needs this space. But then once he has turned around, somewhere, maybe here, then like yellow guy can also get a chance to kind of turn around. So in terms of the end game, blue guy needs to go to the very south, and so yellow guy just needs to stand somewhere kind of temporarily where he can pick up the nobleman, which might require a couple more moves here. Or is this sufficient? This is not quite sufficient. I need a yellow cape to the north. I need where the yellow guy is standing now and here to be where he and the nobleman are standing. And so I think actually... Oh, can blue guy do this now? I think I need to back up. I think the nobleman took one step too far to the right. And actually the blue guy took one step too far to the right. So I think what should have happened here is I need to get the yellow guy here, there we go, and the nobleman standing here, and now blue guy has enough room to get to the south, but he also has to let the nobleman get over here, and there we go. Hey, we did it. All right. Oh, I got an achievement, Metal Master. Fantastic. Dignity has been preserved. That is all of World 2. And we get a little ditty and a crown on top of World 2. Let's move ahead to World 3. Layered experience. Oh! Verticality. Can you walk on top of my head? You can. Okay. Alright, I was wondering if and when new mechanics would appear in this game. And it seems it has happened. Alright. Without thinking too hard about it, let's just take some obvious moves. Obvious-ish. to me? Sure. And then we're going to need you to step across some mud at the end. Oh, I've lost a cape. I did not mean to do that. And it's problematic. Because I need a cape across that mud. And I don't think your cape is going to go there. I mean, your cape could go there. Oh, your cape could go there. Can you walk up the stair? You can. Okay, that's cool. And then you can just turn around and leave, and you can turn around and leave. And then this lady can get to the exit. Okay. It had a very kind ending there. So even though I was not anticipating dealing with the mud at the end, it still worked out. 2 knights stand. Interesting. It looks like there's too much mud. I guess the knights could carry the noble lady from the top left to the top right. And so all we need to do is get... Oh, I think I've already screwed this up. Hold on. Reset. So I think all we need to do is that and that, and then she'll be able to walk across up to here, and then walk on our heads, and we can just kind of alternate back and forth, I think. Seems pretty straightforward. Alright, a very kind and gentle introduction to this third dimension of puzzling. Let's move on to A Bridge Too Far. Looks like I only... No, I have a control of a very long green knight. I didn't even see him originally. A Bridge Too Far. Alright. So it seems like the cape is not important, maybe. The cape is going to prevent the green knight from backtracking. So it's actually a liability rather than an asset, so far as I can tell. Okay, but here's what I see. Can a knight walk on top of another knight? Presumably, yes. Indeed. Knight can't just fall off. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. Oh, the... Wait a minute. Is there a step-down mechanic? And if so, what is it going to be? Let's see what happens when the queen steps here. She can do it. I call her the queen. She's not the queen. She's like just some lady. Some noble lady or something. How is she ever going to get into the lower section? Like, obviously she could walk down here, but there's mud. And furthermore, it doesn't appear that there's any way to get through that mud back into the remainder of the puzzle. Oh, she doesn't have to step down. She just has... Okay, but I've already witnessed that she can step across a cape that's draped across other thingies, so that's what I need to do. Okay, so then I can still rescue this from here. Alright, I was thinking about it the wrong way. The right way to think about it is to have her standing here on this precarious cape and then walk across. Okay, got it. So, capes, when supported on both ends, create a bridge. There and back. Let's see. She's got some mud in front of her right at the beginning. Looks like we might need Pinky with 2 cape segments to get there. And that would be the end of Pink's journey, and then the problem is Green doesn't have a way to get over unless Pink helped early on. Okay, so I think I see all of the constraints here. So, I need... Is this possible? This might be possible. I need you to be a support for Green to walk to the other end. When he stood on the other guy's head, it made a satisfying noise. And then I need you to help the noble lady get across the mud. Okay. I didn't, oops. Which is, I shouldn't have moved the green guy yet, apparently. How is the noble lady gonna get across? Oh, she still can. Because there's a place for her to step here. Clunk. I like the clunk noise when she steps on the helmet. It's great. Okay. So far, this is going really great. I'm afraid to call it out. Head-on approach. Head-on. Apply directly to the forehead. So I need, it seems, like 2 knights. Where is this gonna go? I'm just kind of walking around to learn the geometry of this place. Oh, I see. We can, okay. But once, like, you came this way, okay. Let's reset again. So if I want both knights on the bottom, so that she could take 2 steps to get into the ramp, in order to do that, there's kind of only one loop, per se. How do I make this happen? I guess if someone stands on someone's cape tail, then they become turn-aroundable, so maybe that's the key move at the beginning. So maybe what I need to do is have you go here, have you step on your cape, and now you are capable, green guy, of turning around, which will enable things and stuff. For example, this. Okay, so we've gotten her over here. Green guy is capable of turning around, and red guy, yeah, this is all already fine, right? Because now you can use your cape to cover the other bit of mud, you can get out of the way, and she can walk to the exit. I'm not sure if these levels have just been a lot easier. I mean, they are the initial levels of this world, as we're learning about 3 dimensions, but today the game seems much simpler to me than it has on previous days. Maybe I'm just that much smarter. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. Given the length of the mud around the edges, it seems at least possible, if not likely, that she's going to have to walk across a bunch of platforms. Something I'm unclear about the geometry of that I want to find out early on involves... I'm having a hard time. I don't think there's a way to move the camera in this game. I can't see where the railings are in the kind of top section to see if you can go from the upper right to the upper left. Do I have mouse cursor captured here? Yeah, I do. I can't tell if you can walk from here to here or from here to here. Yeah, so these are things that I'm trying to discover. I see, you could use the mouse and choose which player you're going to click on. Okay, so what's the easiest way to test any of these hypotheses? I think for one... What do I think for one? This is already quite difficult. I need her somewhere else. If I do this, can she go up here? She can't make a left turn there. Alright. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing yet, and so I'm going to choose to make this move. Not expecting it to be part of the final solution, but just expecting that it might help me just for the moment. So this will enable me to see if she can walk up here, yes. And then furthermore, she could presumably walk on our heads. over here, and then can she walk? She can't walk further to the left here, and she can't walk down either. So this is just like a temporary platform to nowhere, it would appear. Oh, I see what's happening, though. Oops. Can she stand on my head here? No, she can't stand on my head here either. Okay, I was wrong. What about... if I do this, does that change her ability to stand places? No. I'm not sure the purpose of this ramp, then. And now this guy is trapped. So maybe the place that she is standing now is just like a temporary storage place for reasons. I'm unclear why I want to... I don't even know how to ever get her down. Yeah, why does that exist? I feel like there's a mechanic or something that I'm still missing here. And I'm not sure what it is. And that bothers me. But we're going to go ahead and reset. So if I could not use that stuff the way I was imagining, what else could I possibly do? Well, I could do something similar to what I did at the beginning. Namely, tear off that. Then find a way to rotate some folks around. Alright, she's up there. Great. Suppose she stood on a head over here. She can't go north. And if she stands here, she also can't go north, and she can't go just to the exit. So it's unclear. What if she goes here? There we go. Okay, now she's in a new place. Oh! I understand the 3 dimensions now better, I think. So I thought she could move left and go down this ramp. That is not the case. I can kind of see why now. Are there not any camera controls? Let's take a look at controls really quick. Doesn't appear. What is toggle layout? I'm not sure what that does. Okay, so struggling a little bit to see and visually perceive the 3 dimensions. I guess if I had been looking carefully at the little wooden struts that are holding up the angled ramps, that potentially would have helped me understand a bit better exactly what I was looking at. That said, how is this ever going to be solvable? Oh, I think I see how it could be solvable. Almost. So the idea is if one of my knights could somehow get up and stand on top of the other knight, then she could walk across the entire ramps across the top to get to the exit. In order for one knight to stand on top of another knight, however, that's going to require some possibly advanced trickery. No, actually, it might not require all that advanced trickery. Okay, what if she stands here, let's just first experiment with this. I can indeed have one knight stand on top of another. And so if she were standing on the right thingy, then we'd be in good shape. Okay, could I have her standing on the right thingy? Possibly. Right, so if I did this, if you walked over here... Okay, it's good that this puzzle was as straightforward as I think it now is, because it taught me a new mechanic that I didn't anticipate originally. Oh, you're stuck, and I need your cape. I thought I was being so smart. Okay, but there's still a wrinkle in the puzzle, which is I need this guy's cape at the end. How's that ever gonna happen? How is that ever gonna happen? I'm gonna reset the entire puzzle. I don't feel like I'm losing that much doing so, and I want to experiment with this area. So your cape covers the mud, that's great, but you're trapped, which is not great. If I want you to cover the mud and not be trapped, then that's going to take some shenanigans. Which means I think I have to break off different bits of cape than I was originally thinking. Well, let's see. Even if it was only like breaking off like one bit of cape, how is this ever going to work? If you're coming down this way, yeah, you can't go right. How would I ever break off 2 bits of cape right there? Like, that seems completely impossible. So how would she ever traverse the mud to get to the end of the puzzle? If instead... oops, I pressed the wrong button. If instead it was you... I could have the guy stand on your cape, break it off, you'd be able to turn around, and if he could also turn around, then there wouldn't be any cape left. Ah, ha 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 ha. I think I see it. Okay. So... I think we do need to lose cape here regardless. So let's do that bit. We do need to get her over here at the beginning. So let's do that bit. Do I need any more capes other than the ones at the end? I don't think so. Right. And so my idea is... actually, hold on. While you guys are standing here, this would be a great time for you to move over here. So my idea is... you go stand where it looks like you're going to be trapped in a dead end. But then I stand on your cape. Your cape breaks, and now both of us are free to move in 2 directions. And that is the key. And so then, with that done, you can stand here. You can go stand on his head. She can stand on both of our heads and walk to the exit. Haha! I've done it. Okay. Great. We'll try taking a look at one more puzzle, but I'm getting afraid now of breaking my streak. She's starting up top. In order for her to go anywhere at the beginning... yeah, it's already quite challenging. Because I need to figure out if and where I'm going to break capes. Yeah, let's break somebody's cape at the beginning, somewhere useful. So I guess we'll break your cape here. Oh, but then I won't be able to turn around. Ooh. Where else am I going to need... oh, I need... at the end of the no, where's the end of the puzzle? The end of the puzzle's over here. What is this for? And why is there mud here? This is the only ramp she'd be able to step down? No, she'd be able to step down the north ramp. So why does the south ramp exist? And why is there mud over there? Let's reset really quick. I'm envisioning her taking the top path, needing to step through one bit of mud. I feel like that might be it. So I don't think the south mud comes into play. Which I think means I could just lose the other cape anywhere I want. That feels unlikely to be actually the case, but just in case it is, let's experiment with this, figure out where it goes wrong, and then we can correct. Okay, so I have 2 knights who now have complete mobility, And I have one important piece of mud that's been covered by a cape. So now let's have the knights do their thing. Give her a way to walk down. Oh, there's a bar here. She can't walk to the exit from this side, which means she has to step across both of those bits of... Oh, wow. So I need a temporary cape to the north, and then perhaps more permanent capes to the south. Okay, so it was useful to do that exercise in order to see where my reasoning was faulty. So in order to get a temporary cape... Ah, okay, I see. In order to get a temporary cape to the north, I need to do this. There we go. Except for the other guy can't stand on it now. No, it's a temporary cape, right. That's for her to walk down later. So I needed her to already be there. Got it. Okay, so I've done this in the wrong order. Oh, but then... Problems abound. How do I even get her to the first two squares? That's still doable. I can do this without breaking a cape. I was thinking these guys standing on each other's capes was gonna... No, it is. Because if you walk forward, cape breaks, and I don't want a cape to break there. And the other guy is incapable of walking forward at this point. Because he's... has no direction that he can turn. So how do I get her off of her initial platform without breaking any capes? If I had two knights facing one another, they would both be stuck. Which means I have to break one of the capes. Got it. I have to break one of the capes off here where it's going to be useful. Which seems like it still might be impossible, but let's try it out. So now the problem is you're trapped and you can't help rescue him. Unless I break off the other cape where it's going to be... No, because I need a temporary cape for her to walk across the north. Okay, so let's reset once again. What if instead... I need a temporary cape to go across the north mud. I could use temporary or permanent capes. And by temporary cape, I mean one that's still attached to a Puddle Knight and that's going to be walking away again later. Temporary or permanent capes, and by permanent capes, I mean capes that are broken off and sitting on top of the mud forevermore. I need two of them on the south, temporary or permanent. In order to have enough mobility, I need to break one of the capes early, which means it has to be broken off in one of the bits of mud to the south. And so the question is, how do I break off one of the bits of mud to the south? And I might see the answer. Oops. And the answer is to make the wrong move right at the start. Now, what if I go this way first? Here we go. Here we go. No, this totally doesn't work. Yeah, maybe it does. Because now you can stand on this cape, you can break it off. You are not trapped here because now you have the mobility you need in order to untrap this guy, and everything's going to be fine. Okay, it's just going to be a lot of moves to cycle everything around. Because now we have to go rescue the princess, or the noblewoman, or whoever she is. We'll call you Blue. How's that? And now green guy needs to get across. You actually need to still be here. Next, I need to get green guy across, because his cape is going to be important to be in front of Blue. So we need to do this. You stand there. Now you help her across. We still have a problem. The cape has not been broken off yet. And cannot be broken off that way. But it's still okay because it can be broken off this way. You stand here. You walk up towards her. Oh no, I needed that cape. I need that cape still in the south, so I can't break it off. So it does have to be a temporary cape. So how's she ever going to walk across it? It's impossible. The puzzle is not solvable. She can stand here. But then what? It's only a one long cape. So it seems like it always has to be a permanent cape. But then how's she going to get across the mud to the exit? So... what? Alright, well, I figured it out. This puzzle is impossible. We had a good streak going, and this is where it ends. Clearly, I have some wrong assumption that I'm not seeing right now, and so I'll have to look at that between now and the next episode. So for now, I'm just going to say, I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon with more Puddle Knights. For now, bye-bye.